top 10 best pro tips early game. No gatekeeping. It's time to share all the secrets. In this No Man's Sky beginner's guide video, I will show you the best pro tips that will surprise even pro players that I learned along the way. The game doesn't tell you about everything, especially the good stuff, and No Man's Sky has a vast universe, 18 quintillion planets to be exact, that can be a lot of fun. Flying starships, shooting lasers, explore the unknown, and so much more. Instead of running for hours, die countless times, or just hiding in caves. That's why I'm here, to show you how. Hey everyone, this is 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐦𝐿 back at ya. It will be the best as well if you hit that like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe for more, and don't forget that little bell. So let's get started. Coming up at number 10, here's a little known trick to mine way faster in No Man's Sky. Just keep in mind later in the game it will be much easier to get resources, but for now, for the start, you will need a bit of what's around. And to save you time, when you're using your mining beam, just don't hold down the trigger the whole time. Instead, let the beam heat up until it's almost in the red, right before it overheats and shuts down. So now, instead of letting it overheat, start tapping the trigger with quick bursts. You'll notice the mining beam stays in the red zone and your resources will fill up way faster. Just keep an eye on that percentage meter on the screen, and when it's close to 100 and the beams glow in red, keep pumping those quick clicks. It might take a little practice, but once you get the rhythm, you'll never go back to slow mining again. Number 9. When you start a new game, No Man's Sky randomly chooses a starting planet for you. It could be to your liking or not, but let's be real, you'll probably want to get off this planet as soon as possible. And nobody likes getting lost on their first 5 minutes in No Man's Sky. That's why your first move should be crafting that analysis visor. So after you fixed your scanner with some ferret dust, the game won't really tell you, but the first thing you need to do is to find your ship. All that you need is a bit of carbon. In most cases it will be mining some trees, and to craft a carbon nanotube, just one. Use that to install the analysis visor on your multi-tool. Your ship marker should pop up right away. Just head towards it. After that, it's all about fixing your ship, getting ready for takeoff. Not a big deal, right? Number 8. By now, you've probably noticed that you need to walk a lot in this game and your character gets tired really quick. Feels like it takes forever to get anywhere, huh? Let me show you 2 ways to seriously speed things up. So first up is the melee boost, and here's how to do it. Really simple. Start by running forward, and while holding the forward key, press the melee button and then add in the jump button. That's your jetpack. Hold forward, press melee, and then press jump, and you'll get a big forward boost. But if you want to go even faster, this is called the speed glitch. This trick lets you move faster super quickly without using up a ton of jetpack fuel, and here's how it works. First, you'll need to install a weapon on your multi-tool that uses ammunition that you can craft from ferret dust. Now, a great option for that is the bolt caster that you get right away when you start a game. Install it with some basic resources and you're ready to go. And to do the speed glitch, first fire a couple of shots without reloading, then hold the forward key, and while holding forward, press melee, and then start repeatedly to press the reload button again and again, all while still holding the forward and the melee. Your character will slide forward at high speed. Keep in mind, if the ground is rough or hilly, you might get thrown off course, and once you get enough momentum, you can add the jetpack button to fly even farther than that. Number 7. Storms in No Man's Sky. They always seem to hit at the worst possible moments. One second you're exploring peacefully and the next, boom, your screen goes foggy. Visibility drops to 0 and your hazard protection drains faster than you can react. But what if I told you there's a way to become completely immune to storm damage damage and even enemy attacks. Well, here's the trick. All that you need to do is to enter build mode from the construction menu. That's it. You can see on the screen the keys to enter the construction menu and the key to enter build mode. And as long as you stay in build mode, your hazard protection won't drain and nothing can hurt you. And I mean nothing at all. It's like going invisible to the environment. So next time a storm hits, don't panic. Just pull up the build mode, wait it out, and move on when it's clear. Number 6. So you've got your new ship, it's got lasers, and naturally you start blasting everything in sight. But here's the catch. That can wake some sleeping giants, like sentinel ships that swarm you like space mosquitoes, or pirates who suddenly want your cargo just because it's shiny. Maybe you fired at system freighters for a quick loot and now you're in trouble. Well, no worries. Here are some few tricks to get out of space fight and keep exploring in peace. First, if you're near a space station and things get heated, just fly inside. As soon as you dock, the fight ends. And when you leave, everyone who was chasing you is gone. Second, if you attacked system freighters, don't stick around. Just keep flying until you get the pulse prompt. It will appear on your screen up top, then you can pulse away and boom, you're in the clear. But the best escape, if you've unlocked the space anomaly, summon it from everywhere. Fly inside, and when you come out, total reset. No enemies and no heat. And hey, if you do want to fight and the enemies are not too tough, you can win easily with your basic weapons. Let me show you. Just use your photon cannon to break their shields, then switch to rockets. One shot is usually enough. Once their shields is down, one missile can break them apart. Oh yeah, congrats, you're now officially a space warrior or a space ghost. Your call. Coming up at number 5, every planet in No Man's Sky, especially early on, has hidden points of interest. This can be super valuable when you're just starting out. Sure, your first instinct might be to fix your ship and fly off ASAP, but what if you followed an invisible grid that led you straight to crash ships, monolith, trading posts, and even sentinel towers, and much more, one after the another. And most importantly, use your ship scanner. It can help you find a lot of points of interest, as you can see. So that grid is called a ley line, and once you install the analysis visor, you can look at the top of the screen and you'll see a sort of a compass. And if you got into your ship and flew to those directions like north or south, I usually pick the south, you'll often run into multiple points of interests along a straight path. Now, how do you visually find these ley lines? Simple, just follow the planet's native plant. On radioactive planets like this one, for example, you can look for gamma root. Those plants, they tend to grow along the ley lines. And for example, on lush planets, it might be star bulbs and so on. If you want to know which plant to follow, you can check in the Discoveries tab and look the featured flora for that planet. And as you can see, we're just passing through many structures that could be very valuable. You can find crash ships that you can claim for free, or monolith that can help you locate the planetary portal, or trading posts where NPC ships land randomly. It's great for upgrading or trading or even buy some ships. In my case, I found a sentinel pillar, and there you can disable the planetary sentinels and get a free weapon if you want to take it, of course, and even in high grade one if you're lucky. So just follow the trail, keep on going, and loot everything you can find on the way. Happy looting. Number 4. Ever wondered about those faint white lines stretching from the space station to nearby planets? Well, I always did, and I gotta tell you, those aren't just for decoration. They're the trading routes used by NPC ships traveling between the space station and trading posts on the planetary surfaces. Now, here's the trick. If you follow one of those lines from the space station to the planet, you can actually find a trading post quickly and easily without needing an economy scanner or any maps. It's a great early game method to access a trading post fast, especially useful when you're low on units or just getting started and you want to sell stuff, you want to buy stuff, you want to see some ships, and etc. Now, here's the pro tip. This works best on the planet closest to the space station. Just exit the station, lock onto the line leading to the nearest planet and follow it all the way down, and there you go. Number 3. Upgrades are the name of the game, especially in an early game of No Man's Sky. You start off slow, weak and underpowered, your ship isn't that great, your multi-tool is basic, and your suit meh. So how do you change that? You buy upgrades at the space station based on your needs and priorities. But to buy those upgrades, you'll need nanites. And there are plenty of ways to earn nanites later in the game, but here's one of the fastest and easiest ways to stack them early game before you've even left your first planet. Now, once you've installed your analysis visor, just start scanning everything. All the plants, the mineral, and most importantly, all the creatures, the fauna. And if you scan all the creatures on the planet, you'll earn thousands of nanites. The more unique species a planet has, the more nanites you can collect, and you can earn up to 3,000 nanites, even more, depends on the amount of the creatures. And to track which creatures are left and how many you got and where to find them, open the Discoveries tab and check the fauna section. It will tell you how many species are left to find and where they usually appear, like in the water, underground, or specific regions on this planet. And if it says one of the creatures found in the north or south, you can always see where you are on the planet. Will be marked right over there, so you can keep track and fly off to where they need to go. Now here's the pro tip: sometimes new creatures spawn the more you scan and explore. Think of it like uncovering the planet or revealing the map. And if things feel stuck, try scanning more, moving around, or even doing a quick save and reload to refresh the creatures spawn. And when you finish them all, boom, collect and enjoy your nanite payday. Heck yeah. Number 2. Here's something every new No Man's Sky player needs to know. Not long after leaving your starting system, you'll eventually run into a freighter battle, usually after 3 to 5 warp jumps. Once you help win the fight, you'll get a transmission to come aboard the freighter, so enter it, jump into the teleporter, and the captain will offer you the freighter for free. Now here's the catch: you don't have to accept it. That's right, if you're not happy with the ship's design, size, or class, it's usually a basic C class, the worst of them all, a system freighter, and you really don't want that. So without choosing anything, just go the heck out of there. And it's very important that you choose reload the restore point, and now you can save that free freighter moment for later. And here's how to do it properly. First, before every warp, land in the space station and exit your ship to create a restore point. Second, keep warping until a freighter battle appears, and to save you time, you don't have to go upstairs to the captain. You can just use your analysis visor and scan at the docks below, and you can see here the class of the freighter and if it's to your liking. Third, if the freighter offer isn't what you want, just reload from your restore point. Fourth, then you'll be back in the last system ready to try again. And fifth, on your next warp, the freighter battle will repeat, but this time you'll get a different freighter with a new model, color, and possibly a higher class. Now here's the pro tip: you usually need to spend about 3 hours of in-game time between free freighter battle. So if you skip the first one, just explore for a while, then start warping again. Eventually you'll get another battle and another chance at a better freighter. And trust me, it's worth being patient. Freighters are powerful tools later on, and getting a good one for free can save you millions, even in the hundreds. So take the time to choose a good one. What else can you do, huh? And here's number 1. One of the biggest milestones in this game is to reach the galaxy core and cross over to the next galaxy. And there are 256 galaxies in No Man's Sky. Reaching to the core takes a long time, really long, unless you know this trick. So let me show you how to reach the galaxy core fast. First, you will need that one glyph. And if you explored a few space stations by now, you've probably seen a weird, transparent looking NPC that's called a traveler. So approach them twice, and on the second time choose ask where they came from and spend 100 nanites, and they will reveal a location of an unknown grave on a nearby planet. Go there and you'll get your first glyph. Easy as that. Now next, you will need to find a monolith to locate a portal. The fastest way is to buy an alien map, the purple one, from the cartographer in the space station. Each map costs 1 navigation data, and probably by now you got a couple sitting around that you gathered from waypoints or ancient data structures while you explore the planet. So buy 3 maps and use them until one reveals a monolith. Go there, solve the monolith riddle, but if you get it wrong, just reload your restore point and try again until you get it right. Once you succeed, the monolith will reveal a portal on the planet. Head to the portal, charge it using nearby resources, and now here's the trick. Enter the same glyph 12 times. Yep, just repeat your one glyph and step through the portal. Oh yeah, and boom, you're now one system away from the galaxy core. And from here, I won't spoil it for you, but here are 3 pro tips before you go. One thing that can stop you is fully refuel your hyperdrive. Even if it looks full, top it off. Second is bring a crash ship and a backup weapon and choose them as your primary when you cross. Trust me on that one. And when picking the core destination, scroll your mouse wheel to highlight it, then click along click. It's that easy. Oh, and one last thing, Galaxy 256, it's real, it's rare, and it's an invite-only galaxy. And if you want to get there, join one of my live streams and I'll take you there. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. You're officially a No Man's Sky pro. And most importantly, have fun. See you on the next one. Bye everyone.